Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship that you find yourself in. And for a small portion of you, this could be a connection that you feel is very intense, but no one's really speaking up. The energy here is very heavy. It's quite upsetting. So you have a peekaboo card. Let's see. Selfhood. Very independent. All by myself. Celine Dion. All by myself. I think that's what the song is. I'm hearing that right now, especially with this. Yeah, with this card. So we have here betrayal, surrender, illusion, doubt, abundance, creativity, wild woman, synthesis, selfhood, and then we have change. Now, what I also want to just go over are 4 of these cards that seem to be very challenging. They're very deep cards that have a lot of meaning. And this is betrayal, illusion, doubt, and wild woman, which is very much my sneaky behavior and secrecy card. Because of the intensity of these cards, this could also be yourself, Scorpio. Or it could also be cross-watcher. Maybe both of you are feeling the same, because we do exchange energy. We do mirror each other. And that is very common. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. I have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. And I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. All right. My dear Scorpio, I know what I've done, and I'm not proud of it, but I have betrayed you. In this connection now, there is a sense of betrayal. Certain things that I shouldn't have done, shouldn't have said. And because of all of that, now there is a lack of faith. There's a lack of trust. For this reason, I do feel, and I do believe, that to you now it seems as if I'm a stranger. As if you never knew me at all. You never knew me at all. And because of this, was time wasted? The investment that you put, the time that you put into me, was it all a lie? I have said things and done things that I know that were not right. I have broken your heart and caused you hurt, pain, mental anguish, sorrow. I have made you suffer. I know what I've done. But now, I feel a little different. A part of me feels connected to you in some way. It's hard for me to let go. I feel as if you and I belong together to each other. The fact that there's this feeling that exists, the sense of belonging. If you lead, I will follow. I have surrendered my mind, my heart, my body to you. The problem I'm facing is not only this issue with surrendering, but the fact that even though I want to, I hide it from you. There's an illusion. I put up this false mask, this veil, not really telling you the truth of how I feel. Certain things that I have said and done, certain things that have happened in the past. I don't want you to know the truth about me. I don't want you to see that side of me. I act emotionally detached. I don't really open up. And because of that, now I doubt that this connection might even work out. I don't know if it will. I don't think it will. Because I am not as open and honest as I should be, as I once was. There is a sense of abundance in this connection. But I have also betrayed you when it comes to materialistic gain. I have betrayed you when it comes to settling down. I have betrayed you when it comes to money. I see you in a different light. And I want to build something with you. I want to create something with you. But I also want to learn from you, the wisdom, gain it from you. I know you and I could make a great power couple. But I also know and I feel that there are challenges in this connection. The challenges that I feel, the challenges that I'm sensing, it's that no, I can't be my true self with you because you might not like what you see. And I want to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting. A relationship. But I seriously doubt that will happen because you have seen a side of me that has now created a lot of deception, the feelings of deceit, sneaky behavior. I have been very sneaky, doing things behind the scenes, not really telling you the full truth, telling you half-truths, half the story. I also feel that I've had too many secrets from you. And I should have opened up to you when I had the chance, but I never did. And even now, I hide behind a false mask regarding these lies, this betrayal. I do not open up. I do understand that in this connection, there used to be peace and harmony. I would like to restore that peace and harmony. However, I have my doubts. I doubt that I will be able to restore this because this connection, it is quite different, it's quite unique. So much has happened. It's gone so far. I don't know how to stop this momentum. It's gone forward with full force. And stopping it, holding it back, is very, very difficult. I also feel that in this connection, I have said things and done things in a way where I have pushed you away. You are now so different and so distant. Things about you that I once knew, those things have changed. It seems to me as if it's changed. I now see you in a different light. You are now more independent, self-sufficient, self-reliant. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. This is something that I feel. This is something that I have experienced. I also see now that you are very guarded. And I find it difficult to approach you because of the things that I have said and done. I feel as though I've ruined everything. This is why I need a change. Everything needs to change, and this change needs to be swift. This change that is needed, it won't come easily. This has to be me, but a part of me is hoping that fate and destiny in the universe will somehow make it all happen. For now, I know that I have betrayed you, and yet you still don't know that I have surrendered to you. I don't blame you for being who you are now. I've turned you into what you are, and that part of you that hides, shies away, that feels jaded, that feels upset. That side of you, unfortunately, I was the one responsible because of the things that I said and did. But overall, I do want to make a change so that things can be different, so that we can heal. All right, Scorpio. So much is happening. We have a situation here where this person knows what they did was really wrong. They know that they were keeping secrets from you. They know that they were not being truthful to you. They know that they betrayed you. Now, in this spread right now, do I see any remorse, any regret? No, I don't. That's a bad sign. Hopefully in the other cards upcoming, maybe we'll have that. Because this just means that, yeah, I did it. But you need somebody to regret what they've done in order to learn that this was a mistake. This was not right, and it cannot repeat. So let's see in the upcoming cards. All right, this is the Lover's Path Tarot. This deck I read in the reverse, and when I do this with this particular spread, I like to see what happened in the past. So with this deck, I go a little bit into the past to see, once upon a time, things were very sweet between the both of you, but then things became a little sour. Everything started crumbling down. Everything went downhill. What was the reason behind that? So this person may not have told you what was on their mind. You may have been ghosted. This person may have just faded. They may have just left without telling you any reason why. So hopefully this will provide you with a little bit of clarity and understanding, because a lot of people don't talk when they're supposed to. In the first spread that you just saw, in that spread, what I what I've shown you is the current status. Those are the feelings and emotions. That's the current state. This here now is actually what happened in the past. All right. This talks about how there was a lack of energetic movement back then. Here, there was information that needed to be known, that needed to be released to make sense of a matter. However, what ended up happening was that someone here was waiting too long for communication to come through. The cards suggest that perhaps it's time to take the initiative to make and to create those waves of communication. However, it also talks about waiting for others to make the first move. This is passive aggressiveness. So what is being said here, at some point in time, they knew what they did was wrong, and they wanted to reach out to you. They wanted to communicate with you. However, a little bit of their ego and pride settled in. But also, you have this card, Power. That's a very strong card. So the reason why they did not communicate with you, the reason why they wanted you to communicate with them, here's the answer to that right there. So let's see this. This is very on point. It's really nice. I'm happy with this reading. All right. With the Power card, this is a really intense card. This talks about somebody who was the leader, somebody who was supposed to take responsibility, and somebody who has authority. Now, is this individual your person of interest? Actually, no. Your person of interest was here, and somebody was on top of them, watching them like a hawk. Somebody else had that authority. Here it talks about being oppressed by another's power and authority, having insecurity, passive aggression. That's literally what I just said with this card. Passive aggression, using power to manipulate others for personal gain. So this person was being manipulated. Maybe they were living with somebody and they had restrictions, they had rules. No, you're not going to go and date that person. That person's not someone that we like. It could be anything. It could be you work in a company and you're not supposed to contact such and such person because they're from somewhere else and it's against company policy. It could be that your families don't get along. But whatever it is, it talks about a restriction. Somebody here had power and authority over your person of interest, Scorpio. And because your person of interest was feeling powerless, they were feeling powerless because somebody else had power over them. For this reason of being powerless, they were unable to communicate with you back then the way that they wanted to. And now, isn't that embarrassing? Who's going to go ahead and say, yeah, somebody else controls my life? How respectable is that? In certain societies, it's fine, but it's not. It's not normal these days in the modern age to be controlled like that. But we have societies, we have cultures where this is very common practice and it's respected. That's not a problem. However, if you're wondering why they didn't, that's the reason why. Somebody was stopping them from reaching out to you. And this could be influence. This could be, I'm even getting social media. Some of you may be a little famous or maybe a lot famous. I hope you're very famous. What I'm seeing here is that influencers or somebody here also knew that if they reached out to somebody, it may be detrimental to their reputation. So that's something that I'm picking up on too. Whatever the case is, there was a reason, Scorpio, why this person did not reach out to you. They were supposed to, they really wanted to, but they thought, let Scorpio reach out to me. However, This is just their thought. Is it logical? No, it's not. Why? Because when you were supposed to, according to this person, reach out to them, they still would not have had the permission to reach out to you because they were being subjugated under someone's power and authority. So there you go. There literally was no use. It's like what they call a catch-22 type situation, or a circle. Let's start from here and go back. Same, same, same. That's it. You really can't escape this sort of situation. It's not nice. I've been in that situation a long time ago, where you're under the rule of someone and you are forbidden to talk to someone else. So it is really, really difficult, especially when people say, it's my house, it's my rules. Yep. And imagine this. Was it my parents? No. No. No, it was other relatives. Yep. Good Lord. Anyway. That's life. Let's have a look. Here I have the Beginner's Tarot deck. I'm sorry I keep clearing my throat, guys. I do have some issues and I gotta fix whatever's going on. Yep, look at that. Very accurate. Oh my heavens. Wow. Sometimes I spook myself. There you go. You have 2 cards to talk about other people and being under the control and being watched. So here we have the Page of Wands. Your person of interest is not coming to you like a knight. They are not coming to you like a queen or even a king. They're coming to you like a page. Now, what is a page? The page is somebody who's very youthful, vibrant, inexperienced, and maybe even immature. This is definitely somebody who's immature. But I'm also seeing here with this, they're hopeful. They see the world in a very positive way. It's almost like when you see an animal and the animal is a baby. Very tiny. You go close to that little animal and they're not scared because they're so sweet and innocent. They don't know that humans can hurt me. And they just stand there and stare at you like a bunny rabbit. I've seen bunny rabbits right now. We have a lot of rabbits. It's cute. I call them bunny rabbits. There's rabbits right now where we live and there's little babies. And you can easily go close up, but they don't move because they don't think of you as a threat. It hasn't kicked in yet. They're very innocent. So the problem with that is that they can get into trouble without even knowing it. This individual that you're dealing with has that type of a personality. They may have come off as a king, somebody that knows it all. Okay, somebody that's going to take care of it all. However, what ended up happening here is you're dealing with somebody that really wasn't like that. Deep down, they were somebody who was very unsure of themselves. I'm getting the word insecure. Not only that, but they didn't know how to move forward in this connection because of their own personal situation at home. It could be at home. It could also be just in the environment that they're in, friend circle, society. So here we do have the Page of Wands. What does this person want to do? They see the world, that everything is great. Everything is perfect. Everything's beautiful. I'm just innocent in that way, right? This person is just innocent in that way. They feel this, and they feel if I'm good, everyone's good. Naive. So, still, this individual is going to reach out. There's no doubt about that. Just don't expect something that's very in-depth because you're not even dealing with a knight. And this is not a king, you're dealing with a page. So I'm getting the word coy, and I should be educated enough to know what that means. I don't remember the meaning of it. I don't use it as often, but I'm getting that word. What I am seeing from here is that this individual is looking into the distance and thinking about the future. And they're hoping that they can have a connection with you. So they are going to reach out to you. But the way they're going to reach out is not going to be very bold. It'll be very subdued, shy, maybe even 1 or 2 words, maybe just a sentence, but not something too elaborate and not something too bold, because they're not like that. Now also, you have this beautiful card here, the World card. They have realized that, yes, you do mean the world to them. They want to close the gap physically. They don't like being far away from you. They want to close the gap emotionally. They don't like being far away from you. They want to be close to you. Also, this could mean that there are differences, racial differences. You guys could be from a different background. This could be a different ethnic background, religious background. This could be racial background. Any type of differences that you have, this individual recognizes that. And that is an issue because where they are living or who they're with or what society they're in, it does not permit them. It has that power over them. No, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to be with that type of an individual. Here we have... Oh boy. There's something that I'm getting, but wow. I'll just say it. With the rise of the AIs, we're even lucky that we have humans. Okay. Gabriel saying that. Now, personally, hello, hi. I do appreciate AI. I do a lot of research, stuff like that. So it's helpful for me. I'm good with it. I'm not going against that. Anywho, we have here the 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords here is a really strong card to have because it talks about a lot of binding. Somebody's bound here. This person's blindfolded. They can't see. They can't hear. Their arms, hands, legs, feet are tied. They can't move. They're not allowed to move. And even if they did, they're caged around by swords. It's like a cage. And far in the distance, somebody's watching them like a hawk. Remember the Power card. Yep, somebody is watching them. They are under someone. Now, that means restrictions, constraints, not being able to move forward, not having a lot of freedom, not being able to make their decisions. Now, we also have this, the High Priestess. This person on the inside is very wise. On the inside. It's just like the feeling there is like, just give me a chance and I'll show you what I know. But I can't because of my circumstances. This individual knows that this is a spiritually bound connection. They're staying silent. They feel as if they know how this is going to turn out, and they're hoping from the universe that it turns out well. But they are staying silent. And the silence is because of those restrictions, those obstacles, those hindrances. Now, to top that off, we have here the 5 of Wands. This is external influences. These are people we're dealing with. Who makes our life miserable? People. Animals are cool. Most of them. Unless they attack you. Knock on wood. 5 of Wands here talks about a lot of people, a lot of influence, rumors, jealousy, stabbing somebody behind the back. I'm getting struggle and arguments and disagreements. So whatever is going on in this person's life, it's really kind of unrelated to the connection that you had together. It's not really you that had or created this problem. This is a them problem. They need to solve this on their own. But the hardest part is they are in that type of a situation and they're only a page. They do not have the courage or the guts or even the freedom to become a knight, let alone a king. That's not going to happen. There's a lot of changes that need to take place. Changes. That's exactly why you had that card. You had the changes card right there, right? You did. Because of that, This person now realizes, oh my God, I got to change. I can't do this anymore. I can't be like this anymore. That happens usually when somebody loses their crap, okay? They lose it. It's like, okay, you know what? I am done. Enough is enough. I'm over this. I'm gone. Unfortunately, in life, crosswatcher, it's common. This happens. Sometimes karmically, these are learning curves. These are lessons that we have to learn. And if you do feel like that, and if doing this, releasing yourself from this makes you happy, and it also makes you happy, Scorpio, there shouldn't be any harm in that. Unless it affects you, maybe your family's reputation, maybe the way you guys think, whatever. Sometimes there's consequences when you go against tradition and belief. So you have to be a little careful on that side too. I don't want you to take risks where it's against your culture or your religion. So be careful when you're doing that, because you don't know who you're dealing with. People are very, very strict when it comes to tradition and the way things need to be. You have to be very careful. But I do see, definitely, in this connection, somebody here feels that they are bound. Right now, wow. I'm seeing a vision of hands like this, and they're bound by rope. Now, that may not be, and it better not be, literally, but metaphorically, it does mean my hands are tied. I can't do anything. I can't do this. I can't be with you. I can't make things right. I'm restricted. This could be family that's causing issues. It could be friends causing issues. This could be the society causing issues. This could also be, which I'm not seeing as much, but it could also be the fact that somebody works for an organization and there's some restrictions. The majority of these cards right now, though, the energy I'm getting from it, this is all coming from people. People are causing these problems. People like family, friends, like relatives, and we have this type of group or society that you work around, or not even work, but that you are around. Yeah. So this is difficult. And when I say you, I actually meant to say crosswatcher. This is what the crosswatcher is going through. A very difficult time. It's a very difficult time. It's not nice when you're caged and when you feel like you're caged, because you're not living your life. You were given a life for a reason. Not to be caged. That's why you are an individual and not an attachment to someone else. You're not their attachment. You're not linked to them. That's why they cut that cord, right? All right. Just going to do a quick prayer. Forgiveness. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. So I'm getting here, some people are saying, why is God doing this to me? God doesn't do this to you. Typically, I've seen in your book of life, generally in the book of lives that people have, it's all good. It's all good stories, happy stories. It's because we're living on planet Earth and the devil throws in a monkey wrench and then all our plans are messed up. And then the celestial beings have to rewrite the plans. They have to rewrite our stories. And then finally we find kind of a detour and then we still complete our stories. But there's always this constant battle. Oh dear. Wow, okay. So, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you like it is. I see it right now. Angels are not happy. They're happy with you, Scorpio. but they're not happy the way you've been treated, the way you are stressed out over the situation. They don't like that, and they feel that things could be better for you. We have here forgiveness. First card's the strongest. It is important to forgive. And even in the Bible, for example, compassion, right? Jesus Christ teaches about compassion and forgiveness. Why is that? The reason behind that, maybe a lot of people don't know, but the reason behind that is because we have more like a negative energy bubble orbiting around our heads, which is negative energy. And it goes round and round in a circle, usually clockwise. Keeps going and going. It gets stronger and stronger. And that grudge, that pain, that suffering, that sorrow, that grudge, especially that grudge, gets bigger and bigger. And it weighs heavily on us. It weighs us down, and that attracts negative energy. And the devil loves that. Many people that do worship the devil may think that that's okay because of their beliefs. Everybody has a right to their opinion. However, it does make you unhealthy. These type of actions and reactions and interactions make you unhealthy as a human being. And if you're not healthy, you are unable to reach your full potential, which is why we have right there, trust in the divine. Okay? With the forgiveness card, some people may be worried, okay, how do I forgive this person? They really betrayed me. Yes, you did have terrible cards there. This person betrayed you. They even lied to you. And they really hurt you. And did I see any regret? Remember in the beginning I was asking and I was saying, okay, maybe we'll see a regretful card somewhere. Okay, Scorpio, this person's not regretting what has happened because they feel that they are stuck in a circumstance and they act because of the way that they do, because of the circumstance that they're in. And that is their, not excuse, but that is their reason. The issue we have with that reason is that internally this person is not really thinking how it has affected you. They're only thinking about their situation that they're stuck in. That's an issue. They have to think of two things. They have to think of your feelings and their situation, not how their situation affected them and how the effect was just on you. It's not a cause and effect situation here. We're dealing with emotions. We're dealing with people, which is why it's going to be difficult for some of you to actually forgive this person. But if you do, it's always good. How do you forgive somebody? By having compassion for them. And clearly, you got 1, 2, 3 cards that came up in this reading. The 3 cards that came up, they all talk about restrictions. The 8 of Swords, it was the 5 of Wands, and then before that, you had the restrictions in the first set of cards that you had. Now, I do see that in this connection, there are issues moving forward because the thoughts and ideas that the both of you have, they're quite diverse. Because of this difference of beliefs that you have, it causes problems and you're not on the same page. Now, by having compassion for somebody, you know that, you know what, this person didn't know any better. This person is stuck in a situation. This person is powerless. They didn't have a choice. We think sometimes some people have a choice. In reality, not everybody has a choice. It could be damaging to their very existence. Here we have, with the forgiveness card, give it a try. It'll lighten the load. It'll get rid of the negative energy. And then we have here that even if you do that, do trust in the divine. The divine here is the holy light of God, the one source in the universe. Here we also have ask for help from others. Now you have been going through a lot. You've been going through a lot dealing with somebody that's in such a situation. The best thing for you to do, what the angels are saying here, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, are saying ask for help from others who you trust. These people are your friends, they're your family. And when you get that information, Scorpio, you are going to reconsider any type of action, any type of words you were going to say, anything you were going to do regarding the situation. Why? Because it's too difficult. There's too much struggle here. Now, this part of the reading seems to be kind of narrowing down for a small portion of you. It's not going to resonate for everybody. We do have here, if you believe, then things will also get better for you specifically, not necessarily this entire connection, because we don't just have this person, we have somebody on top of this person. So we have other players in this connection. Okay, and by players, you know what I mean. Other individuals that are affecting, and they're the factors in this relationship. Then we have let go. Plain and simple. Let go of this individual. I know it's easy for them to say, but letting go here means that you take a step back and you allow them to grow. You allow them to be strong. You allow them to become stubborn with the people that this individual is with, whatever they want to do. But you allow them to be that. But in the meantime, what you're doing is you're focusing on yourself. Doing things that are fun for you. Picking up a hobby. Finishing those projects that you never were able to do. Expressing yourself through writing and creative media. Do something like that. But here, it's you letting go. And the reason why they're saying that is because they do want you to reconsider, and they do want you to let go. Because this is causing too much pain. You shouldn't have to be in a connection where there's so much restrictions. Because those restrictions will someday come back. They usually do. Here we also have no with an exclamation mark. They're clearly telling you here that no, maybe not. Maybe this is not the right one for you. And I know many of you are going to hurt hearing that. But if you have been through those type of situations that I've mentioned, and you've gone through that, then this reading is meant for you. And it does mean that you need to take a step back, let go, and start to think about, is this what I really want? We're not getting any younger. None of us are. And how much time am I going to spend waiting for that moment where maybe things will change. Maybe the situation will change and this person will come back to me. I'm also getting a third-party situation here. Ooh, yes, I failed to mention that. I feel I'm getting this energy that this person is, somebody here might also be married, or they're with a partner, and so they feel very restricted. They cannot be with you in that way because they are being held down. However, like I said, consequences of their life, are they willing to let go of that to be with you? If they're not, then there's no use being a side person, okay? You don't want to be the person on the side because that is a very difficult relationship. Now, the overall arching theme is a very positive card. Don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing because eventually you are going to have someone come into your life who's going to be bigger and better than this person. Okay? And when I said bigger, I hope your minds were still very clean because I didn't mean it that way. So here we have a situation where the angels kind of know you've been through a lot. The angels know there's a lot of external interference. The angels also know that it's going to be difficult changing everybody's mind in the situation. For a small portion of you, this person will change. But for the majority of you, I'm seeing that it's going to be very difficult for them too, simply because they are literally stuck in this situation, and whatever circumstances there are, they find it very difficult and impossible to change. That's why they're telling you here to reconsider and to let go and know, maybe this time round, this person's not for you, but maybe in the next few months, maybe in the next year, you'll find someone. And it's always important to heal, not to rush into anything. Healing is very important. And that's your reading, Scorpio. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. This was a very specific kind of reading. It was so targeted. Even the last set of cards that I had here with the angels, it does seem as if it was so targeted and just on point. I also wanted to mention, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio that is on YouTube. And on that channel, I have relationship related advice. I also have spiritual connection related videos, and also what and who are negative energies. I have one video on negative energies, how to recognize them and remove these things from our life. So please have a look at that as well. Those videos are absolutely free from beginning to end. It is all for your knowledge to provide better insight into certain situations. All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.